College football playoff rankings came out last night. I wanted to take a look at the top 25, see who's in, who's out, and who's on the move. Looking at last week's 5 through 25, what we see here is several teams ended up losing. Biggest loser on the block was number 6 Oregon and number 11 Ole Miss. Also, we saw number 12 UCLA fall to Arizona, and NC State at number 16, Tulane at 17, Texas at 18, Illinois at 21, and University of Kentucky at 24 all lost. This was fairly devastating for 3 of those teams, as Texas, Illinois, and Kentucky all fell out of the top 25. Let's shuffle that deck. We'll take out the ones who fell out, and then we'll look at where the rest of the drops happened. Starting at 17, Tulane, they went down to 21. Number 16, NC State, they fell to 24, an 8-position drop. And UCLA fell from 12 to 16. Ole Miss, after losing to Alabama, drops 3 places to 14. And Oregon, with their loss to Washington, fell to number 12. We'll shuffle them again, and we'll put those drops where they belong, and then we'll look at how everybody advanced. So looking at that, Washington comes up several places. Florida State comes up to 19. UCF comes up 2 spots to 20. Notre Dame comes up to 18, and Kansas State advances to 15. Likewise, we see UNC coming up to 13, Penn State goes from 14 to 11, and Utah comes up to number 10. Then we have everybody coming up the 1 position from 7 through 10 with regards to the Oregon position being dropped. So Clemson goes to 9, Alabama to 8, Southern Cal to 7, and LSU to 6. There was no movement beyond that position. Here's what it looks like when all of those folks get put into their proper places. And that only leaves us with the teams that are new to the CFP 25 poll this week. And they come in here in 3 out of the 4 last spots of Oklahoma State at 22, the Oregon State Beavers at 23, and the Cincinnati Bearcats at 25. Well, there was no change in the top 5. I would remind you of a couple of things that are coming up. First and foremost is that there is a game between Ohio State and Michigan on November 26th. This will more than likely affect the rankings for these top 4 positions. Likewise, the TCU will have to play in the Big 12 championship. They've had several tough games that they've played throughout the season this year, and there will be a rematch of somebody whom they've beaten previously. And lastly, don't forget about the SEC championship. Number 1 Georgia will be playing number 6 LSU on December 3rd. An upset could be in the makings. I know if you're an LSU fan, that's what you're hoping for. So where's your best matchups for the next couple of weekends? Well, definitely this weekend, it's in the Pac-12. These are our only ranked opponents that will be coming up. Utah playing Oregon and Southern Cal playing UCLA. These games will be significant when it comes to the Pac-12 championship. Looking a week ahead to November 26th, we've already mentioned the Michigan-Ohio State game, but there's a lot of closeout with in-state rivalries that are also ranked. North Carolina with North Carolina State, the rivalry between Notre Dame and Southern California, the in-state rivalry of Oregon and Oregon State, and a top 25 matchup as it currently stands between Tulane and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Be a great finish to the season, and I'm looking forward to it.